Hi, everybody. Well, there's a Disney cruiser out there that is very frustrated. Very frustrated with the behavior of some people on the cruise ship. And they went into Reddit to complain, and basically everybody had this kind of story that keeps happening over and over again. And in case you're wondering, it's probably my number one pet peeve when I take a cruise, when people are doing this, that makes me just want to blow my top. So, you may know, I'm a big theater guy. I love the Broadway shows, I love the theater entertainment, I love game shows, I love going to the movies and watching movies. Was raised on movies with my dad. My dad and I used to go to the movies every Saturday together. That was one thing we did all the time as a father and son. And yeah, I was also raised very respectful, not to talk in the theaters. I went to the movies when the national anthem was still played in the theaters, and we used to stand at attention every single time. And I remember how frustrated my dad used to get when they started phasing that in and out, or he'd look around and other people wouldn't be standing up for he used to get so frustrated with that. But he was a military man as well in the Air Force. But yeah, I was taught you behave and be quiet in movie theaters, and it translated to me to going to the theaters on cruise ships around the world. Well, I've experienced a ton, but recently a passenger on the Disney Fantasy was there, and they were listening to the new Broadway show, the Moana show. And there was a family and other people just talking all the way through the performances. All the way through. Talk. And not just like whispering talk. Full-on conversations during the entire performance. And I've experienced that. And then there's also the other folks that decide that, hey, we love that song. I love that song so much, I'm sure everybody around would appreciate my voice, as opposed to the singers professionally doing it on stage. And I'll sing at the top of my voice, that even though I'm a pretty horrible singer. Those people as well, right? The people who have to sing along to every song that they know, and loudly, not just kind of to themselves, loudly, right? Or once in a while, sing a verse of a song if the singer is asking people to sing part of it. That's a different story than doing it every song. And it is very annoying. I recently just took my sister here in Ottawa to see a Carol Baker performance. Carol Baker is now 76 years old, I believe. She is one of the leading country singers of Canada. She was like one of the big ones when it all started out. She's written tons of songs, award-winning songs. She's very well known. She's doing her final tour. My sister used to love her, so I brought her. And the people behind us just decided that they were singers more than Carol Baker was. We were in the front row having a hard time hearing the singers sing through a microphone and amplifiers because of the people behind us singing. Very annoying. And they were bad singers. Bad singers. I don't think it would help if they were good, but bad singers as well. I've been in the theater when I remember I was so excited to show Mamma Mia on the Allure of the Sea to my friend Alicia when she was on her first Oasis class cruise ship ever. And she had never seen a big Broadway production like that. And we were sitting in the theater getting ready for Mamma Mia, and about 5 or 6 rows behind us, we could hear these 3 ladies yapping all the way through the performance. So loud that I could hardly hear the singers. And people were turning around and staring at them. And apparently I met somebody who was sitting in front of them, and they said that they heard one woman saying, maybe we should be quiet. And one of them said, hey, we paid our money. I don't care what they do. We're going to have fun. Disturbing everybody around them. And I swear to God, if Alicia wasn't with me there, I would have stood up in the middle of the performance, walked back in the middle of the rows, and just told them to shut up. For the love of God, can you please shut up so the rest of us can hear the theater? I was so frustrated. Recently, I took my nephew Paul on the MSC cruise ship. We were sitting there watching one of the entertainers sing a rock performance. It was a rock show that night. And the people behind us decided to whistle like this. Not just once or twice during the performance, not just at the end of a song, but 3 or 4 times during every song. Every song. After the third song, we waited, the fourth one started. As soon as the song started, like this, that's it. I just stood up, turned around, looked at him and said, Jesus Christ, and I turned around and walked out. I mean, you got to have some awareness of people around you. You're not the center of attention. Why are you talking all the way? First of all, you're disrespecting the people around you. You're disrespecting the performers up on stage. Even if you think you're being good to them, you singing and louder than they're singing on stage is not being respectful to them. You're whistling during their performance as loud as you might think you're cheering them on and everything, but it can be absolutely jarring to somebody up on stage when they're not expecting something like that. You're in the middle of a ballad, a nice romantic song, and like three words into the song. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get people who have no clue of their surroundings and think it's all about them. All about them. You know, you're sitting in a theater. It's one thing to lean over and whisper something or you know, so I've had people sit in front of me. I've covered it on the channel. Literally sit in front of me on their phone with it on speaker, talking to them on the phone during the show. What are you doing? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would you be that disrespectful? That is my pet peeve. That is absolutely my pet peeve, is people who think that they can do whatever they want. And I also have a bit of a grind against some of the cruise lines because they should be monitoring the theater more. And if there's people being that loud that somebody 6 rows away can hear them talking in the back, they should be down there and telling them to keep it down. They should be monitoring the theaters every night. They should have 5 or 6 people in that theater every night just to monitor the crowd to make sure they're being respectful for everybody. It makes it a much more enjoyable experience. That's one of the reasons people don't go to the theaters anymore, is because some people are just rude, they're on their phones, they're scrolling all the time, and they're louder than the movie you're watching, and nobody in the theater goes in to check the theater to see if anybody's disturbing everybody else. Until you go out and tell somebody, they don't do anything. And the movie theaters are doing it, and I think now the cruise lines are just ignoring it as well. And it's making it a less enjoyable experience. And so if you're one of those people who like to just talk all the way through, do us a favor. Please, just do us a favor and don't go anymore.